tougher, they not harder than foe. You don't even gotta tell them, and they already know. The one that's going up, big body truck. They acting like they tough. We know well enough, and we know that you ain't that. And we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only talk about hits and plaques, yeah, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often, and you stay in the mist. When you pop it.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with another like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think he's one of the best level 40 rewards because he had every 6'11". A lot of people run Beasley, Gary Payton, those cards with the fast shots.
Let's bring out the starters for your New Orleans Pelicans. At guard, 6.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got Deni Avdija, Damian Lillard. Out there with Henderson. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 4 slot. And for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Murray, and it's Queen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brent, this should be a very intriguing matchup. Both these teams feature some very athletic players.
Well, if we get out in transition, Kevin, there's definitely some top 10 moments that are going to come up. A bunch of high flyers on both of these rosters, and we expect to see a lot of airtime from these players tonight.
Now here's Lillard. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Lillard looking around. No good on the 3. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively. Making reads, understanding your opponents better. I think Zion has suffered from those injuries, taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this game. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big man have returned. And Donovan Klingon is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
Here's Messi. Here's Alvarado. Got a piece of it.
And with every swat, Klingon is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
And so it's Avdija with it. He brings it up for Portland. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Henderson. He's defended by Alvarado. It's tipped. Jones for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter.
2. The Trailblazers. 6. American fans, here's your
if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Clutch. Also Holiday out there. Williams is out there with Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at the power forward.
And Zion, he's just got to do whatever it takes to stay healthy because when this guy is on the floor, he's a difference maker.
He's off on the second. It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
Murray. A kicks to Murray. Here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Love. 4 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A moment here to see some stats for Murray. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, how about 22 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
D, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Murray, following the score by Damian Lillard. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray electric that time, playing above the rim.
Lillard outside. Pass to Kamare. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Brent, when you look at New Orleans, they've only finished higher than a 5th seed once in franchise history.
Yeah, Kevin, that was all the way back in 2008 when they finished as the 2nd seed. And at that time, they were still the Hornets. And I remember playing against that team as CP3 was leading that charge. This team will be back. They've got the pieces to get there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Swinging, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Avdia comes in for Sharpe. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Drew Holiday. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Clingan with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Every so often he's going to remind you that Dame Dollar can make you holler.
Defended by Avdia. Pass to Nisi. Jones in the post. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been over?
Your Pelicans 7, the Trailblazers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their... And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
They've got Zion Williamson. DeJounte Murray is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Queen in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Deep two from Murray. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This coaching staff continues to encourage DeJounte Murray to stay in rhythm. You see why.
Now, here's Lillard. He's defended by Alvarado. And again, it's Damian Lillard.
And they're forcing the... ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Defended by Avdija, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the Hornets going with the whole new group out there. Passes to Bay. Clock at 4. Over Sharp. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 5 and a bucket from Bay.
At times that Bay would pass on the mid-range. Now he's settling in.
Now here's Sharp. Hasn't made one yet. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. No good. Good D by Williams. Sharp, the pass to Avdija. Finished off by Avdija.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Well, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close.
20.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the floor for Portland, they've got Klingon. Avdija out there with Sharp. Then it's Holiday, and it's Love in at the two-guard spot. Now Holiday following the miss by Denny Avdija from deep. Here's Sharp. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Sharp's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Donovan Klingon.
Well, the defense coming at Zion shot hard right there, but he's smart. And he plays into it, getting the personal.
New Orleans making a switch here. Queens checked in. Henderson's checked in for Portland.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
The 3. They get the rebound. Klingon banked in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Trailblazers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Klingon.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
Now, here's Sharp, and the 3 ball is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo Super Saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandel Saya. En las Olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Estoy demasiado veloz, no pueden verme. Cada vez que quiero quemar, le tiro a Werner. Me gustan más los billetes azules que los verdes. Hasta cuando ganan pierden. A todas estas serpientes les mudé las pieles. Los zorros combinando las cartieles. Fanáticos con mi nombre los carteles. Me muevo como los que tú quieres. Guagua blinda pa' brindar. De mi pauta esta se quieren guindar. Si por mi instinto me dejo llevar, pues les doy bulería a los David Bisbal. Escúchame bien, yo no tengo rival. Tú podrás rimar pero no suena igual. Es mantenerse, no es solo llegar. Tanto dinero que piensan que es ilegal. A la hora cero en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo Super Saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandel Saya. En las Olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. No tengo que decir de dónde soy. Todo esto lo saben ya. No sé si hay guerra o es solo un rumor. Vamos pa' la calle a ver si es verdad. Tengo fe, sé que pronto mi Dios vendrá. Mientras tanto la tierra la haré temblar. Y firme con él yo por dentro estoy. Por eso ninguno me detendrá. Ahora tengo el récord limpio y par de campeonatos. Pero antes trabajaba hasta limpieza y ornato. Quieren copiar el flow pero les cambio el formato. Correa desde arriba, ve como yo lo mato. El respeto de los veteranos desde novatos. Procura que en mi zona tú no seas no grato. Porque hasta de día están sonando los... Me respetan y los capos. A la hora cero en la raya. Seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo Super Saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandel Saya. En las Olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Young Kings, baby. Santurce. PR.
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D. Big D, no threes.
No threes.
One corner.
Help, help, help. Yep.
Stuff.
Stay on. Yep, no threes, no threes.
Yep.
Switch on screen? Yeah, yep.
At guard, Kevin Porter Jr. At forward, Hassan Thompson.
Happy a look at the Pistons starting group. They've got Cunningham, Thompson out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Duren in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, they've got Terrence Mann, Michael Porter out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Traore in at the 1. And if you're a fan of New York City, you love these couple of games.
Oh, yeah. Basketball in New York City just hits different. Facing both the Knicks and Nets in consecutive games, and you're getting to spend a little extra time here, too. That's a fun stretch for players and the fans.
Offensive rebound. Duren uses the glass to finish the layup.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
To the paint. Here's Traore. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy. failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Porter. His last outing, he had 24 points.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Now here's Mann. He's covered closely. Pass to Toure. And now just over a minute played here in the first. That shot is off. Porter from outside. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Duren.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay. Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
Down low. And the dunk by Duren.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
Just over a minute and a half in. Mann with it. Porter's there. It's scooped up. Pass to Toure. Goes up with it again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws tonight. First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Detroit. And so he hits both. Cunningham looking it over. Holland for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
The Pistons, 8.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We got Cam Thomas, and it's Big Dog in it to 5 down low. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Toure, no good. Toure's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times, had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
And a relentless drive by Cunningham. The defense goes to cut him off, and he makes sure to get fouled.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Nets trail by 4. Thomas passes to Williams. Back to Thomas for 3. And he buries his first look.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, Doris.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself with efficiency. His mindset is, I'm going to score, and if I've missed the last 10, it doesn't matter. This next one's going in. Boy, it doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Here's Cunningham. Stewart outside. The 3. The rebound by the Nets. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the shoe-case if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact. way to the hoop.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. That free throw good from Cunningham. For Brooklyn, Nick Claxton comes in for Clowney, and it's Mann in for Williams. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Mann with it. Porter's there. And rejected.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Launches it. Cash from Cunningham on the 3-ball.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Now here's Thomas. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Detroit on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. Scoring-wise, they broke.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Asar Thompson out there with Jackson. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Duren. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard position. And it's Porter with the ball for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. And it's 6'10". Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes, and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allen. For Brooklyn, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
The drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
You're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
Nets trail by 4. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Brooklyn, Clowney, he's checked in for Claxton. Williams comes in for Porter Jr. And it's Thomas in for Mann. 36 seconds left in the third quarter here. Wolf passes to ABC. Thomas outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's Toure. The rebound by Detroit.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Porter, the pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And so it's Detroit, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More 2K action in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Nicholas Claxton, and it's Q in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. For 3, Collier. Kept alive. And the dunk by Duren.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. And he's checked in for Brooklyn.
First team foul. Now, into the lineup for your next.
Here's Teray. He's watched by Cunningham. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Pass to Collier. The 3 is up. Clowney pulls it in. Nets trail by 8. And the pass to Q. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Brooklyn making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in.
Next, Michael Porter Jr.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3. Teray, that's good.
Oh, massive three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he wants to step up for his team in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
It's blocked.
Yeah, look at the wingspan of Nick Claxton on display. He sends that thing back.
And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And Porter Jr. is made for big moments. He doesn't feel any pressure taking big-time shots.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're in front by 3. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jalen Duren.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. Outside man. Pass to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Thompson.
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
Now here's Porter. He's guarded by man. Out to Thompson. Outside Porter. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn pulls it in. Brooklyn calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line. No one said it was going to be easy. And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pistons, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment.
Let me see your hands to bring you outside in my land. I've been with hanging out the window, let it for the right price. That's my right hand man. We out in Shibuya, outside in Japan. Stripes running on me like Kruger. What's it to y'all? Introduce you to my new. Let me see your hands to bring you outside in my land. I've been with hanging out the window, let it.
You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. Shout out to the Shake Squad and shout out to the Rise community. Shout out to everybody playing NBA 2K25. I want you to have a fun and safe summer. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys out there in the city.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bashwell reporting live from 2K TV, man. This summer, I want you to get out there, have fun, ball out till you can't ball no more. My one tip is, man, try something new. Promise you you're going to enjoy yourself. Hey, and don't forget, make sure you're out there splashing, all right? Get out there and splash, man.
What's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Naomi. Continue to bring...
The Pacers looking like they could walk straight off the bus and onto the runway. A great fashion sense on this group. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is up there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Weir in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Towns in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts. And I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Brunson, and he drops it in from the low post.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continued. To show how dangerous he can be.
Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. And here are the Knicks on the wing. Bridges. New York moving the ball around. Hart, no good. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Here's Nembhard. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. From the arc. Siakam misses. The Knicks have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Here's Clarkson. Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass.
And, for all his perimeter skills, Towns also bringing that physicality inside.
Here's Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Hart on the follow.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Halliburton. There's the dish to Ware. No good, unable to end this run. And we reach the end of the first quarter. New York ahead, up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Landry Shamet is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. They're the group New York will start the second with. They get it back. Bridges. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Shamet. Offensive rebound.
And finally, someone scored.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, but good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Johnson finds Toppin. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. These Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
McBride with the ball. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Robinson. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 4. Rejected by Walker.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Here's Kolek, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Anunoby. Johnson with the rebound.
Next foul.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Johnson drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And here's Brunson outside. No good on the shot. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead 5-5. And we'll be back right after halftime.
7.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game for the Knicks. The first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to be.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Ware in at the center.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
1:24 left to play in the third. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
Rising fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Hands on Benedict Mathurin. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Andrew Shamet comes in for Clarkson. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. And a change for the Pacers. Jackson's checked in. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Toppin.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
Outside, Towns. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
And we've reached the end of the third. Knicks out front, up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
The Pacers, 14.
And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. You got to meet them early.
And I know I speak for all of us. When I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Golick in at shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. The Knicks with the lead. The 10-footer. It's deflected. Mathurin against Anunoby. For 3, Siakam. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mathurin. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Mathurin, so dangerous. He can score from any place on the floor.
Brunson up top. For Halliburton. And it's Brunson missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Johnson kicks to Halliburton to take the lead. It counts.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 2. It's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to listen to the Knicks coach talk about the game with his team. You know, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, there's fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Bridges, no one around him. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're ahead by 1. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
From the NBA.
Outside Mathurin. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. Count the transition bucket. Jalen Brunson.
Showing time and time again he is comfortable being that first option. Brunson delivering in the clutch.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Mathurin attacking.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Mathurin at the line. 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
KJ, I don't blame Kaiser out. I'm still behind this. I dog me. Hey, I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problems. I'm a money harlot. Not even all of it. People folly.
Tips to up your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last gameplay tip is a takeover to equip on your best player. It's called Flash, but we call it Blur. Equip this on your favorite player, and whenever he has takeover, if you run after the defender's hip, you get an automatic blow by every time.
Have you ever noticed logos above certain My Players in the city?
You may have seen one on yours truly, and it's a way to identify VIPs in the 2K community.
Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, then it's Darius Garland, and it's Harper in at the 2-guard spot. And for the 76ers, Edey out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, then there's Paul George, and it's ABC in at the shooting guard position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Here's Harper. Into the lane. Pass to Johnson. Garland against Maxey. Oh, and Reid with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reid.
Atlanta ball.
A minute 22 left to play in the first. Clock at 4. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
And here they come. Puts the move on. Oh, and Reid with a block.
Well, Reid really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Drummond's checked in for the Sixers. Oubre comes in for Reid. And a change for the Hawks. Daniels is checked in. Here's Harper. His last outing, he had 24 points. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's George. By George!
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Risache. And George with some nice D.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And they'll get another chance. From the arc. They shoot again. And here's Oubre from the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle big time.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks ahead, up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
On the floor for Atlanta, they've got Kuminga. Dyson Daniels out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Goose in at the center position. And over the last 4 seasons, Stan, the Hawks have hovered around 500.
Yeah, but trending downward year over year. Without control of their first-round picks for the next 3 seasons from the DeJounte Murray trade, Brian, they've got no choice but to make it work.
Here's Daniels. Soft touch off the glass. Daniels has got his first 2 points of the night.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
That one drops for him.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Daniels, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Maxey against Garland. Knocks it loose. Here's Daniels. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Goose. Wide open look. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Goose has got his first 2 points. 76ers trail by 3. Outside Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Garland, no good. Williams in the post. And Williams punches it home.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top, up 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good for the 76ers. The first quarter was pretty even. And in that period, the most they did. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
Naz Reid out there with Edey. Then there's George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's ABC in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
And let's take a look at the leaderboard and see which players were the top shooters from three-point land this past month. Paul George on top.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
Philadelphia is shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Here's George. No rebound by Atlanta. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And they get it back. Pass to Riza Shea. And he's going for the lob. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And that one's good. ABC. ABC's got his first basket of the night.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Riza Shea. George defending. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, great look for Riza Shea. Close in, gets it done.
To the wing, right side. Grimes, the pass to ABC. Lays it up and banks it in. ABC's got his second basket.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Here's Riza Shea. No luck on that one. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Atlanta on top, up by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Goose in at the 5, down low.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
They got the rebound. Back to Kuminga. The 3 is up. No good. And Maxi's got the ball here for the 76ers. They lead by 1. Oubre on the wing. 1:20 left in the game. Pass to Reed. Here's Maxey. He shoots it. Rebounded by Johnson.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Offensive board. Reed. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. That one on Johnson.
Well, Garden Reed is hard. This guy is a big who can hit threes. He can drive the ball, beat you inside. So you have to track him all over the floor. Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're losing by 1. There's 39 seconds left to play in the 4th. Your thoughts, guys?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Tyrese Maxey.
And let's face it, tonight we saw exactly why he's their #1 option. Nearly 50% of their points came straight from him. I just love how he takes the offensive burden off of his teammates and carries all of that weight himself.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
And Allie, thanks. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. George scanning the floor. Here's Reed. It doesn't go for it. Johnson with the defensive effort. Timeout called, the Hawks. They're losing by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. All right, guys, what do you think?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get 1 shot at this. They need to make it count.
Here's Risacher. The fadeaway. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So a close game sees Philadelphia taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish.
On the run, glued his feet to the floor. Up in my test line. I stopped at Valero, think I should quit. Life is a gamble, and I'm... How we drop, you can come and take a baby sip, still taste it. Just 1-1, sitting around the stars, double R for the race. Hit a race like a spaceship is floating. All this drip thing, I'm below sea level. With that weak best, ride around with... Watch 3 pebbles. Bam, bam, down 3, hit the grand slam. 4 pockets full, fully switch, go wham, wham. Count it to my hands cramp. Road DSM on the beach, not a sandstand. Boy. Hey, hey. They wanna and leave me to act like they need me. I do it alone. She wanna and go back to hubby, he probably could smell my cologne. The mercy, I show him no mercy. I really was watching the throne. For real. They turning me down when my baby is asleep only time that I'm watching my tone. Look, we don't want chips with a chip on our shoulder. If he Obi-Wan and I gotta be Yoda. Don't need no promoter. We pull up, they know us. I'm the Ayatollah, snatching your controller. I don't give a about you when I'm focused. All the you take, I'm taking over. I paid attention, don't need no payola. Can't take away from me, you just need to take picture like I made this stencil. Your whole image, I'm a cold Bennett. I don't know what the they done told. I put all of my heart and my soul in it. I make you a person, you so different. I can't listen to you for a whole minute. Took a blood test, ain't no winner. They like, no, he didn't, got him more invested. If it's one thing I make no exceptions. I got new addresses, I got no reception. I got love and hate coming from both directions. I come from the D where they like a core progression. I'm omnipresent, I got no reflection. Made a living off bars, I need no correction. Grinding out, gotta stay patient. While you outside, we on staycation. Like ain't no player for real unless you play making. I take the chances you hate taking. Dog, I'ma go West Craven. I'm at the safe haven. They play with my name and I can't take it. Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus. And even while sleeping, be thinking so woke. White Cartiers, all I'm seeing is my city laying, and I'm Obi-Wan, got a mission to pass, I just might be the hope.
Toby Maguire got bit by a spider. Me? Must've got bit by a goat. I used to dream as a kid I would grow to be one. I hope that I inspire hope for you to go get what you desire most. Spit fire, I was just flying coach. Y'all thought you were sick, you were misdiagnosed. I'm dope and you never had this. Now my state's in the building and that I slept on more floors than the Empire State Building. I got so many stories, but I hate ceilings. Ain't filling your top 5 favorite rappers, so I know they about to be with me. But this to me is a mystery. How rappers I've already ripped could be higher up.
Joining us today for our rap party is King Jordan and Power DF. We are so excited to have you two on the show. Joining Chris Manning, we're going to go 3v3 in Proving Grounds, try to get that W to celebrate the end of the season.
We are going to get that W to celebrate the end of the season.
For 2K TV. King Jordan, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's great running with Power DF and LD2K, and it's great to be back on 2K TV. Thank you for having me.
Power DF, what's going on?
I'm good. I'm excited. I almost thought you guys weren't going to bring me back. I thought it was a joke last time, but I'm ready to get in here. We're going to win.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's that time of the year. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Coulibaly is out there with John Morant. Then it's Fresh. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Miller in at the small forward. And for the Wizards, they've got Marvin Bagley. Young is out there with Kispert. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Horford in at the 4 spot. And this time of the season, Brent, you know this, what our front office is focused in on right now.
Well, teams got to be really honest about the arc of where it is their team is. Are they competitive? Are they playoff caliber? Are they championship caliber? And depending on where that is, you're going to be very patient with either development or you're going to be impatient to dive in to try to win a championship at all costs. So lots of time here to go, but decisions will be made as the season goes on.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Middleton right side over Miller. That one off the back iron and out. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the first. And that one's good. Morant
using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Middleton against Miller. Shots good by Middleton.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Miller kicks to Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. He comes in for Banchero. Fields checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Kobe White in for Coulibaly.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Washington shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And both free throws good for McConnell. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. White dishes to Morant. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Pass to Diabate. They kick out to Hield. Beyond the arc. Here's Murray Boyle. Here's Diabate. Here's White. And a miss there on the triple. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Hornets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got White. Fresh is out there with P. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Miller in at the small forward position. On the wing, Coulibaly. Defended by Kispert. And that one, good.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Brent Coulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch. And this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Coby White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Here's Young after the basket by Charlotte. Left side, George. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And Washington making a change here. Middleton's checked in. The Hornets also with the sub. Banchero's checked in. Now, here's Banchero. Still without a basket. Charlotte again missing. Here's Middleton. The shot comes out. White with it. Fires for three. Connects from three-point range. White's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets. And so it's Charlotte in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end.
Your Wizards, 8. The Hornets.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson here. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. Checking out the Hornets. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what people... he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Horford is out there with Bagley. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Kispert in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? A few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
The pass to Miller. Banchero with the ball. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Banchero's got the first basket of the second half here for the Hornets. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Charlotte leading by 11. Coulibaly finds Banchero. And so it's Young who brings it up for Washington. Is shot by Middleton. Wide open. Gets an open look and hits. Middleton's got his second basket. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Up top, Morant, defended by Young. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. He comes in for Paolo Banchero. Heald's checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Kobe White in for Coulibaly. McConnell against Morant. Pass to Hield. Here's Murray Boyle. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by George. With 1 on the clock. He's off on that one. And so it's Charlotte in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Charlotte, Buddy Hield is out there with White. Then it's P. Then there's Banchero. And it's Diabate in at the 5. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
On the court.
And here's White. And stolen by McConnell. Middleton against Banchero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal
foul. One of the things that's great about Middleton is his ability at the free throw line. And this guy is around 90% for his entire career. So he knows how to get there, and then he knows what to do with it.
And the Hornets making a change here. Coulibaly's checked in. 1:16 left in the fourth. Shots good by Miller.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Wizards trail by 10. Young inside. He's defended by Coulibaly. And the layup falls.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Charlotte.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
They get it again. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Blocks it again. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
Thank you, everyone.
And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Yep, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Let's get it in motion. 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 Are you still there? All of the homies we had turning to ghosts. We didn't know any better or know how to cope. Had to try out for the team, then wait on results. That was St. Andrews. I hated the coach. Entering raffles, I was just doing the most. Paying to play for the shows, you know how it goes. Plotting with ass, we were just struggling on unemployment, back on the ropes. I had to get it in motion, get it in motion. Listen to Quick on the radio, then were the days. Balancing options, getting in so many ways. So many plays, I ended up playing it safe. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Watching you is making me vomit, I'm dominant, juggling how many flows. Please don't compare me to none of these. I touch it and turn into dominant gold. All of the time that I spend in myself is in silence, I'm ducking and dodging these. Slide on you, you thought that I ran out of. That's when it's time to making them. Got nothing to prove, the way that I'm killing the mic. Couldn't imagine this happening back when my mama was making the stew with the rice. Enrolled in college for only like half a semester, I knew that it wouldn't suffice. Said that I'd either be there and jump, but my destiny couldn't have proven them right. I had to get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion.